They're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
From the gun, running back on the move. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quarterback on the keeper. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense.
Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Bears offense has the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Offense working from the pistol. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Defense looks as if it's coming. Leaves it with the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Syracuse will send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So here comes the Missouri State offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the
catch and stride inside the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Let's go! Here's the handoff. Runs for the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Bears looking to convert on 4th down. Here we go, here we go. They'll run for it. And he runs it in for the score. Cut. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Here we go. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Missouri State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So here comes the Bear offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They'll run this play from the pistol.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders
going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Bears are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Nicholson. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Brings up 3rd down.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Touchdown, Missouri State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Hauls it in at the 40. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to barrel in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the
plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Caught behind the line. It's Figueroa. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Lost to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Nicholson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Makes the catch. It's Nicholson. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And back to the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got a man. It's Nicholson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Using the quick game. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still...
Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board. They'll try the run. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The offense changing the play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man. At the 35, he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Bear offense. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. This time he's got it. Oh, what a move to get room. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Line getting set on 2nd down. Let's go. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Here we go, set. Ready, go. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Ready. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but
turning it on. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Immediately fires to the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. He fires a bullet to the right. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw it. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Another incompletion on third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Hauls it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Makes the grab down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got him this time. Touchdown, Missouri State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
The QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Lawrence. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Under fire.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw.
Oh, he's got some space. They the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they...
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stopped with 17 seconds left. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Ready, set. Can.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.